Yo, what's up guys, I'm back on a review for you guys. This time we have this Fernando Torres icon. Now, I was a little bit skeptical when first getting this card because I was thinking 1.3 million is a little bit expensive for this card. But I thought I might as well try him since a lot of people are going to be getting him out of their icon packs. Obviously, it was max 87 rated. But on stats, he's 4-star skills, 4-star weak form. Now, playstyle wise, he's got the finesse plus, he's got the chip shot, power header, rapid, he's got the flare, quick step, and also the trivela. Now on actual stats, so the 89 pace, the 87 shooting, got the 75 passing, the 85 dribbling, and also the 75 physical. So on paper, looks like quite a nice striker. And obviously, I had him in the poacher plus role as a main striker, along with Di Natale alongside him. Now, if you want to see any other different type of videos or any other reviews, let them know in the comments down below. Obviously, I'll try and get around to them as best as possible. But I've got some more to say, so enjoy the clips and I'll see you after the positives and negatives. Peace. So on to my thoughts about the card. Now, if you don't know how to segment, we're going to say what's good, what's bad, what you should and what you shouldn't do, just so you utilise the card as best as possible. Now, first meeting with the 4-star skills, 4-star weak form. Now, 4-star skills is a minimum necessity for me this year. Obviously, he's 6'1", so he's not going to turn as well as like a Messi or anything like that. But he can still do that L1 McGeady that's really, really effective this year, and a couple of other things which are really, really good. Now, the 4-star weaver generally 9 times out of 10 was just as consistent as strong foot. Obviously, you have the odd chance, which you've seen in these clips, where it actually wouldn't be as good and you actually missed a really, really easy chance. I think he had like 1 or 2 on his left foot finesses, which should have gone in, which he actually missed. So maybe it is down for having the 4-star weak foot. Now, on to actual stats. Now, Poacher plus with this pace, it's actually illegal. He is so fast to get through on goal with that acceleration. Obviously, he's got the quick step to go with that, and also the rapid to keep him going. Very quick call, which I do particularly like, and I do think, especially with the Hunter Chem style, he is honestly electric. Now, the reason why I went with the Hunter, I'll explain later, but next to me is the shooting. Obviously, he has the Finesse Plus, which is absolutely amazing. Finesse this year is so good, especially if you green it, and with finishing like this, you're not really going to miss many chances as well, especially him being a poacher. He'll be through on goal, in behind a lot, and it's so good combination. Now, next up for me is going to be the passing. Now, the reason why I've gone with a Hunter, purely because this passing is too bad where you can't even save it. He's obviously going to do simple 1-2s, but really low short pass, and obviously that long pass is like, you might as well not bother. It's so unbelievably low, and that is exactly why you've seen these clips. There's not many assists at all, because he's not really the best at passing. Now, next with me is dribbling. Now, although he wasn't unagile, he is 6'1", and you have to remember that. He's not going to turn like Messi, like I just mentioned before, but on a general basis, he actually could turn and twist okay. Like, enough to get a finesse shot off, or enough to maybe like pass it off to one of your close teammates. But with that being said, there's a few nice stats in there, like the reactions as well. Obviously, the composure goes hand in hand with that finishing, which is really nice in itself. Now, the physical attribute, obviously, he's not really the most physical of cards. Obviously, he's got the 75 stamina and the 80 balance, so he's not really going to be the biggest of cards to hold off people. But one thing I did notice, although he's only got 81 jumping, he is really good in the air. I know he's got a power header, but no aerial, so I don't really see how he's so good. But as you've seen, I scored like 2-3 corners with him, which is honestly really good for this year, because there's a lot of cards with like 90 plus jumping in, like 6'4", especially the centre backs. So for me, that is actually really nice to have. And obviously, I forgot to mention it before, but in the shooting, that chip is really nice. As you see, I scored a green chip from really far out, which is actually really nice, which I imagine is down to that chip shot place down. But that stamina is a little bit on the low side for a poacher. He's going to be running in behind a lot. Obviously, he'll last in 90 minutes, but it's just when you get extra time if you need him to. He will probably die out around the 105th. So, on to my overall scores about the card. Now, if you don't know how to segment which, I pretty much rank each stat like pace, shooting, passing, a score out of 10, and I also give him an overall score and a value for coins. Now, first me is going to do the pace. Now, overall the pace, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Very fast card once he gets going. Obviously, that quick step does massively help him to get through on goal. If you do trigger runs with that L1, and obviously he's got a poacher plus, he'll be in behind a lot of the time. And obviously, if you have like an incisive pass on someone else, it's like a really nice combo. And obviously, you get him in behind, utilize that finesse, utilize that Trivela really nicely. Now, next for me is the shooting. Overall, I'm going to give it a... Oh, it's tight. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's very close to a 9.5 out of 10. He is so close. I wish he had a little bit more shot power to go with it. But that finesse as well, you don't really need too much shot power. It's mainly just a curve and accuracy, which is really nice because that finesse plus is obviously so deadly. Now, next for me is his passing. Over the passing, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. The only one that's actually somewhat acceptable is vision, which is one of the three you do need. But that short pass and that long pass are very bad in itself. So he's not really going to be that dependable on either one of them. Now, the dueling for me overall, I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. He doesn't feel anywhere near to 85 agility. I would say it's more like 87, 88 odd. But with that being said, obviously, like I've mentioned a few times, he's not going to be the most agile card. He's going to be more of a card like get him in behind, utilize that pace, utilize that finesse. He's pretty much just a shooting and also pace card, especially with that poacher. But with that being said, he still has a little bit of agility if you need to get out of some situations. Now, physicality wise, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. The one that matters most is stamina, and obviously, like I mentioned, he'll last you till 90 minutes. And obviously, he's got the power header to go with the jumping, which is really nice for someone that's 6'1". Unfortunately, is a little bit on the weaker side for a striker. He's going to get pushed around quite a bit, so you do need to be careful of that. Now, on overall score and value for him, so on overall score for me, then I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Very good card overall. I had a lot of fun with this Fernando Torres. Overall, is a very solid card, especially that shooting and pace. Really, I had a lot of fun with it. So, value coins is coming in at 1.3 mil, which is a lot of money, but I did think he's actually worth it in the end, so it has changed my mind on him, which is really nice to see. But with that being said, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for value for coins. But that's all my review. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe, like to the star. It really does mean a lot to my channel. Now, again, like to the star. If you do want to see any different type of reviews or any different type of videos, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try and get around to them as best as possible. But that's all for my review. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out, guys.